I be on the next fresh to death, just call the coroner. I'm a native champ, you just a foreigner. Is that all you got? Come on, you boring us. Hey, looking for the champ, we on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. What a match that was. And we aren't done yet. We move on to our next match of the night here at East versus West 11. It is in the left hand. Will go next. Middleweight world title on the line. And two magnificent arm wrestlers will contest this. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, welcome an East versus West legend. He is making his return after a serious injury on the right arm, but the left ain't done. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Zurab Tavberidze.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Now on the left side, how do you say his name, Mike? Zurab. They said I was going to say, I wanted to put that B in there, but my goodness, we know the reputation, we know the excitement that he brings to the table, looking to see if that left-hand arm is now even stronger.
And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, has the East versus West belt slung over his shoulder proudly as he waits at the side of the stage. This man is a multiple national champion, EAF champion, and world champion. He is also the reigning East versus West middleweight champion of the world, Artem Taynov.
There you go, your East versus West champion, Artem Taynov, absolute stud. This guy's been around forever. His left arm. Didn't he pull you one time in the overalls as Lottie or something?
I can't believe you mentioned that, Michael Todd. Yes! I am exactly 0-1 against this young man.
I mean,
the
kid's press, it was lightning fast back in the day. What he did with Sasho to become the champion was incredibly impressive. So I'm excited to see this match. Zurab coming back on the left arm after recently breaking his right arm, which was completely unexpected because this guy's been around a long time. To have his arm break at that AMC tournament was crazy. So this left arm match, I'm super excited to watch.
And look at that scar on Zurab's right arm there. My man, I am not an absolute proponent of tattoos, but you, sir, need to go ahead and rock that right sleeve there. That looks absolutely horrible.
Yeah, it definitely looks like he had some work done for sure, right? So look at this setup. So Zurab has had amazing performances here left-handed. He's beat a lot of heavier guys. He's now down to the 209 division. But Taynov he looks rock solid right there. Oh my God, his hand and wrist looked ridiculous. I mean, obviously Zurab wants the hook, but that looked impressive.
Definitely a slight smirk on the face of Artem Taynov. There's no doubt. I believe that from that start, he absolutely feels like he's got a solid game plan. And if that hand and wrist go back as easy as it did then, from now on, Zurab could be in big trouble here in Istanbul.
Especially if Artem just takes off on the go like we know he can. He's crazy explosive. Yeah, so elbow foul on Zurab. And what I understand, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I'm pretty sure Zurab asked for this match. He thought, let me have a title shot. I can beat this guy. I don't think Artem Taynov got the memo.
My goodness, what did he say? They rid him off, but he didn't write back. Ladies and gentlemen, Artem looking super confident and very thick at
Super
209 pounds. And listen, when guys are top rolling, but they're not running, impressive.
That's a winner. Yes,
I got news for you, Mike. The last one was too,
Yeah.
but they didn't even show us that slow motion. This is an absolute dominant middleweight arm wrestler on the left arm, as confident as you could possibly be.
Now, watching that performance, it actually reminded me of you versus Jerry Cadret 2016. You pulled him perfectly. You weren't quite as fast as that, but it was the exact same move. You know, kind of trying to come in with that bent wrist press and just push it straight down, having that height and having that confidence to go forward with it. Very
За
impressive.
родину, давай, дорогой.
Keep that in mind. Nothing's worse than you not causing that outside puller to start outside. If that outside puller has enough confidence knowing that you are going to go underneath him and he leans forward as well, it's a dangerous combination. And it starts with an unbelievable amount of from Artem, and we continue to see it. Listen, I'm all for strapping matches up, but this is complete domination. Top roll that gets turned inside, so much side pressure associated with the inside pressure that the hooker actually gets top rolled because they don't like the feeling of the hook.
Yeah, right, absolutely. So you saw first round, Zurab was saying, hey, do you want to go to strap? And Artem's like, no. Because you can see Zurab wants the strap, but I'm not 100% sure. Even if he gets tied to this guy, he's got Artem looks in rare form tonight.
Которого боюсь даже я. Понял?
Now this is a 4-round match.
Давай, давай, Лев, давай.
What we are going to see is Artem actually go ahead and pin him in a hook too, and maybe even sit there and looking at him, which, can you really do that in match 3, or should you maybe hold tight?
Go ahead and get those 3 under the belt, right? Yeah, because the thing is, what if the hook match is a grinder, right, and it blows you out? But the thing is, Taynov used to be that lightning fast inside puller, and now he's got that top row to go with it, so he's extremely versatile and dangerous everywhere.
Seems to have it all right here. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, once again, remember when the call comes in, there is an absolute freak animal waiting for you in Istanbul. Everywhere we go, another foul. And listen, Zurab finding a very tough road for any sort of a positive connection here with Artem. Artem, that left shoulder's not leaving center at all anymore. You would imagine that coming here, you would see Artem flying out. You can see rounds. It's just ridiculous, the commitment to the center.
I think we're going to see the strap. I think we're going to see the strap.
Artem could care less. I think the reason you'll get to the strap possibly is because no one minds.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, he looks pretty confident. He's not messed up
You would
about
have a guy like Artem jumping up and down his whole corner, wants that win, needs that win. When you're looking at the way the match is panning out at 2-0, you're like, yo, just strap them up, leave no doubt from here on out. I think we're going to possibly see a win in the straps from Artem Taynov, and then after this, both will be completely okay with being out of the strap in the hook, and we will see what from right now appears to be a guy that can beat you in a bunch of different ways. And we both know there's nothing worse than knowing that, first of all, you got in, you got the connection you wanted, and you still weren't successful. But listen, hats off. Zurab coming back from a huge injury here. Sometimes you run into the champ, Michael. It's happened to you in the past, man. I remember the 90s. Are you kidding me?
Right. We had to go way back. No, man, this so seriously. Even the injury was on the right arm. It still can affect you mentally when you haven't been on the table, hadn't had those ready goes in competition. And it's possible that Zurab gets a stop here, but what we're seeing from Artem is extremely impressive.
Zurab, rotate. My knuckle. No, my knuckle.
So you're going to see in the strap, there's no doubt Artem is completely confident enough. Doesn't need to explode off the start. You're going to see a brief little pause there and then an absolute domination. There it is.
Ooh, look at that confidence. Look at that look. Yeah, that's a strong man right there.
I've said it in the past. You've heard it on many broadcasts before. The most important thing, ladies and gentlemen, about arm wrestling is who are you arm wrestling? If you are arm wrestling someone that you are stronger than, that you are more technical than, it's a great place to hang out. But every once in a while you run into an absolute killer who on that day has the hand, has the wrist, and most of all, has the complete attitude to dominate this particular super match. Hats off to the young man. We already knew he was good. You're trying your best to find some sort of competition that will push him to some absolute newer platform. But the truth is, this guy's dominant today, and this is going to be the match. Now listen, I just told you we were going to see every sort of arm wrestling. Now we will see a slow hook match, and here comes Artem to just finish it out.
Don't move.
Oh,
Well, he
come
doesn't
on,
look
come
like
on,
he's hitting. You're
Zurab.
right. He doesn't look like
Zurab,
he's hitting.
don't go to the strap again, young man.
Just
stay
grind
up
inside.
there.
Grind inside.
Stay up there and make me look like an fortune teller. He refused. Yes. Strap him up.
So now is Taynov going to pose on him? Is he going to go outside and contain, then turn into a hook, or is he just
Whatever he wants to do, Michael. Trust me. Whatever he wants to do, it won't end fast. And you will definitely see a dominant position, a look to the crowd, definitely a look to Zurab to let him know, my man, not today, young man. And then you start thinking about, listen, you're already going to win. What can you do to make this stand out? I'm not sure if the young man is that much of a showman, but I would already have the parade scheduled at home along with the victory celebration after this match. Trust me, it would have been rehearsed in my brain for months at a time, and now the last 10 minutes I wouldn't even be thinking about anything except what am I going to do to show these people how absolutely not surprised I am at this win.
Don't move.
Yeah, he did say outside, and maybe he felt something that we didn't see here. That maybe if he did go inside, this might be questionable. But
Ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what I am thinking right there. Artem could have been made that look way easier. The truth is that arm wrestling's a few pounds away, and even him taking that lane shows me that Zurab was closer than meets the eye.
That's the craziest thing about it, because it's sometimes you can have a dominant performance like that, and it's just a couple more pounds of strength, or a couple percentages difference from the outcome. I mean, had Zurab been able to force that hook, would we have seen a different match? But you got to give your hats off to Artem Taynov. Looked amazing. Title defense. Who's next? I have no idea who's next for this young man.
When it comes to middleweight arm wrestling, we can see clearly a super stronghold on that division here. And maybe you're looking at a guy that can dip a toe, maybe in that 231 class. Of course, the absolute killer in David is hanging up there, but I could see Artem maybe a few more dominant defenses and then maybe dipping a toe up there in a higher division. Hats off. Let's go to Coach Ray and talk to the champ. Not right now. I'd love to, but I got to stay here. I just had a big break. I went upstairs, but I'm so scared.
I'm here with your winner, defending the title once again, Artem Taynov.
But I wish. Trust me.
People.
I don't know.
Another time here, another opponent, another victory. How do you feel?
I think they had a problem last time. I think the mics were still on.
Другой соперник, как ты чувствуешь?
Чувствую себя отлично, настроение боевое, сейчас уверенно прошло все. Также буду тренироваться дальше, и результат будет еще лучше, и покажу еще результат на правую руку.
He said he came in a fighting spirit, and he keeps working, he keeps training. He wants to keep on training and show himself even on the right arm. Do you have anyone in the mind on the left arm? Do you think anyone can give you right now good competition on left? Может кто-то состоять тебя противнее на левой рукой? Как ты чувствуешь на этой категории?
В 95 категории, думаю, если кто-то захочет снова побороться, я всегда готов рассмотреть это предложение. В принципе, сейчас основных соперников выиграл, но есть, я уверен, много ребят, которые могут посоперничать и завоевать этот пояс. Но, естественно, я им не дам.
He said, of course, there's a lot of guys who could give him a challenge if they want. Please tell him, and he'll ready to fight them all. He doesn't care. He believes it's still gonna. There's a lot of guys who want the belt, but the belt is gonna stay with him. You said you want to compete on the right arm. Maybe there's a name on the right arm you want to pull. Ты хотел участвовать на правой рукой. Может, есть имя?
Сейчас посмотрим, как отборются Зарикашвили и Паули, и хочу посмотреть.
So he wants to see how Paul is doing and Zurikashvili, and we'll see maybe one of his next opponents. Artem Taynov, congratulations.